Today's project on my Saab 9.3, ice block tail lights. I see a lot of people on various Saab forums asking the question, will ice blocks fit my Saab 9.3? The short answer is yes, you can, but there are some things that you need to know about fitting ice blocks from a later 9.3 to an earlier 9.3. So let me tell you about them. These later style lights with the clear lenses are rather euphemistically referred to as ice blocks. You probably knew that, that's why you're here. And they were fitted to the 2008 model year on facelift version of saloon and cabriolet Saab 9.3. The wagon, or estate, kind of always had ice blocks anyway, so there's no difference between the early and late ones. First thing you need to know, if you've got a saloon, you need the ice block light from a saloon. If you've got a cabriolet, you need the ice block lights from a cabriolet. They are not interchangeable. So that's the first very important thing that could save you from wasting a lot of money. Yes, I have seen people doing that on the forums. I don't actually care for this modification myself. I'll tell you why in a few minutes, a bit further in. In terms of fitment to the car, the later ice blocks fit to the car exactly the same way as the earlier lights do. 3 studs on the light with a 10mm nut on each, and the electrical connection is exactly the same. Couple of important things which are relevant to both types of light, doesn't matter which you've got. These lights are prone to water leaks around the seal. I've done a more detailed video about boot leaks. I'll link it up in the top in the cards and also in the description below. So be sure to watch that, and if you are swapping the lights, or if you're taking your lights out of your car for any reason whatsoever, be sure to do something about the leak, because yours will be leaking. That is a guarantee. But the main thing you need to know, if you're going out buying a set of these from eBay or a scrapyard, when you pick up the lights or when you arrange for shipment, do make sure, and this is very important, do make sure that the new lights come with the bulb holder. Whilst the lights are otherwise physically identical between the two versions, the same is not true for the bulb holder. Again, I have done a video on changing the bulbs on all of the tail lights for the 9.3. Again, I'll link that in the cards and down in the description. But in short, both versions take a PY21W for the indicator, but the early lights, because they have a red lens for tail and brake, they take clear bulbs. The later lights, because they have clear lenses for tail and brake, they take red bulbs, PR21W, and those bulbs are not interchangeable. The red bulbs have offset pins, so you will need to make sure you get the bulb holder, and if you can, the bulbs that come in it, or at least go out and buy new bulbs to fit. The bulb holder fits to the light in exactly the same way for the later lights as it does for the early ones. The same things apply to the fog and reverse cluster. Again, if you've got a saloon, get one from a saloon. If you've got a cabriolet, get one from a cabriolet. They fit in exactly the same way to the boot lid, the same connection inside, and 2 studs with 10mm nuts on them. But again, they have a unique bulb holder compared to the previous version. The fog light, the early ones have a red lens, so it takes a clear bulb. The later one has a clear lens and takes a red bulb, a PR21W again. So again, you need the bulb holder and you need the red bulb. The same considerations for water leaks apply to this cluster as they do to this cluster. So be sure to pay attention to that remedial work. Just going back on what I said earlier about not liking this particular mod. I do like the style of the clear lens light, generally speaking, but what I don't like about these lights, I don't like the red reflector on the side, which is only there to satisfy the legal requirements of the USA market. Why they couldn't have fitted a red reflector in bumpers destined for the US market, and they could have left that clear, silvered. I also don't like that through the clear lens you can see the red bulbs, and indeed the orange bulb in the indicator. So I'm not going to be doing this mod to this car, and I'm going to be sticking to my facelifted early lights. A hot tip for you though, if you are one for exploring the breakers yards and you happen to come across a facelift 9.3 that's got a good condition set of lights across the rear, ask the yard office how much they want for them, and if they only want a 2-figure sum for them, nab them, because you'll be able to sell them on for probably double what you paid for them. If you got value from this video, here's something else you might get some value from. And I hope you'll consider supporting the channel if it's really helped you save some money or time or hassle. And I shall see you next time.